Haunted Hill Farms presents the re-release of classic Tekky animatronics. On Tier List Tuesday, this is the Voina experience. What's happening, ghoulies? Welcome back to the Voina experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Tier List Tuesday. Today, ghoulies, we are going to be taking a look at the Haunted Hill Farms re-release of some classic Tekky animatronics, ghoulies. Now, this information of these releases came out, I believe, last week, and there's been hundreds of videos about, the reactions and reviews, and I thought, we've reacted to these pretty much already because they're re-releases and stuff, so I thought I would save these for the tier list ranking instead of doing a reaction video to their release. But I will give you guys, some reactions and things to them as I normally do before we actually rank them. So let us head over to tiermaker.com to begin our official tier ranking of the classic Tekky animatronics being re-released by Haunted Hill Farms, and they are Axe Girl, Pumpkin Sentinel, Rising Ghost Girl, Haunted TV, Damian, Rosemary, Howler, Animated Bride, and Tombstone Lifter. And you'll note, ghoulies, that Tekky has reverted back to the original names and designs for these animatronics rather than going with what the Spirit Halloween names were for when these guys were released, which I think is kind of cool. So, let's get into the tier ranking. Alright, ghoulies, here we are back on tiermaker.com with our tier ranking, and down here you can see our 9 Tekky animatronics that we're going to be ranking today. Starting over here with Axe Girl. Now, Axe Girl was, of course, Ellie Hatchet from Spirit Halloween, but she's this little girl with an axe, and it comes swinging down and really scares the crap out of you. And guys, this was really fun because, as I mentioned the last time we ranked her, her axe actually was pretty heavy, and in the ISE displays at Spirit was actually causing some damage, so that was actually kind of funny. But Ellie Hatchet is a really cool, scary animatronic. I really liked her a lot, and I'm really excited that she's being re-released this year. So I'm going to kind of be looking for that one, ghoulies. So definitely, Ellie Hatchet, for me, is going to go right up here as an awesome animatronic because, without a doubt, she is awesome. She's definitely, a unique kind of a scare, and I really enjoyed her a lot. I thought she was very creepy, for sure. All right, guys, so then that brings us up then to the Pumpkin Sentinel, a.k.a. Headless Jack. I'm going to tell you guys, I was never really much of a huge fan of this particular prop. Not really an animatronic. It doesn't move or anything, but it has some pretty cool phrases. I will admit the phrases are pretty cool and creepy, but ultimately not very loud. I wasn't really overly impressed with this. I was confused by Spirit's name of Headless Jack because it wasn't headless, it had a head. And again, wasn't really an animatronic, and he was extremely expensive too, so I was just kind of confused by this one. Still, I'm kind of confused. I mean, I do like pumpkin props, and he does physically look really cool, so I won't give him like a complete no, but this was just kind of like an animatronic that I never really cared for and probably still won't be getting or have really much of an interest to. I won't say that it's a terrible prop, because it does look cool, but just kind of, okay, whatever. That's okay. Moving on. All right, ghoulies, so then that brings us to the Rising Ghost Girl. Now, I do like Rising Ghost Girl. We actually have Rising Ghost Girl, although she is broken, so I can't really say she's a complete animatronic right now, just more or less a static prop, but I do love the fact that she is this creepy ghost that does have some really cool sound effects, and her movements are very cool, very creepy. When placed right in the right scene, in a right sort of atmosphere, she is a very cool and effective animatronic that I definitely like. I won't go as far as to say that she is a blow me out of the water awesome animatronic, so I am just going to kind of put her down here as a like. Which then brings us to the Haunted TV, guys. This is one of my favorites. I just like this because of how different it is, you guys. It is this TV that has this creepy sort of, snow effect on it, and then this face sort of comes out of it and just looks really creepy and scary. Overall, guys, it's a really cool, unique design. The sound effects are cool. The way that face comes out, very creepy. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. In terms of it being like a huge animatronic, okay, it's maybe not quite that, impressive. But I think as a Halloween decoration, I really enjoyed this, and I'm going to be kind of looking for it maybe myself this season since it's coming back out. So, I'm going to say as a unique, completely different, standalone Halloween decoration with a really cool animatronic feature to it with the face moving inside the TV, yeah, Haunted TV is definitely pretty awesome. I love it. And now that comes us to Damian, the first of these sort of rising, like they have, okay, so follow me on this one, Ghoulies. So, Spirit's re-releasing Demonica, and now we've got Damian and of course Howler over here, and these are all three basically the same animatronic, just reskinned versions of itself. I don't mind re-releasing one of them, but like, do we have to release all three of these like at once? Like, it's three of the same animatronics, you guys, basically just, Damian lifts his head back, turns it side to side, makes some creepy sound effects, and comes back down just like Demonica. So I'm not really like, it's creepy, it's cool, I like it. It's not awesome because we've got multiple versions of it. Wouldn't say that it's horrible or anything, so it's just gonna kind of go right here. It's not impressive to me. It's just a zombie that moves his head back and forth, So then, guys, that brings us then to Rosemary. I am super excited about Rosemary coming back. This is one of my favorite animatronics. I think because of the fact that when she originally came out, you just thinking that she's just this little creepy sort of moving back and forth, eating her brains, which by itself, as I mentioned the last time we ranked her, by itself, that is a cool animatronic. Just this girl sitting there eating brains. Her sound effects were cool, and I love her little laugh. I mean, it was all very cool. But then, guys, she does this jump at you. Completely turns into a jump scare prop, which added a whole nother level of scare to her and uniqueness in terms of her design. So Rosemary definitely is an awesome animatronic, 100%, you guys, and I am so glad that she's coming back out, and I hope that I can spot one somewhere between all the retailers that will probably have these this year. Where do you think she's going to go? I know Home Depot, Menards, I think Party City sometimes carry the Haunted Hill stuff. I know a lot of closeout stores will sometimes carry that stuff, so keep an eye out, guys. Let me know where these pop up at. So then that brings us to the Howler. Now, I like the Howler as an animatronic and as a werewolf animatronic. I think he's really cool. He can be a really cool display if you put him right. But then again, guys, when it comes to ranking these as a group together, we've got Demonica coming out, we've got Damian, and now Howler. It's like these are all three of basically the same design. So I mean, yeah, I like him. He's not horrible, but I just can't go with an awesome when comparing him to the rest because we've got the same thing. And then that also then brings us then to the animated bride, which is basically just another version of the Rising Ghost Girl, except she's not a white ghost, banshee looking animatronic. She's this dark black dress with the dark black flower bouquet looking bride. But her noises are the same, her sound effects are the same, her movements are the same. She's just, a reskin of that same animatronic, which again raises confusion as to, I mean, she is cool, Ghoulie, so I am going to rank her up here as a like, but it just raises confusion as to why you would bring out like two of the same reskins. Usually when you do the reskin, it's a separate year from the previous one. Like, so you're not going to get the previous version this year, you're going to get this version. I just don't know why we have like all of these versions of like the same animatronic. And then last but certainly not least, Ghoulies, here is the Tombstone Lifter, which is, kind of an interesting, cool little design for animatronic. It's this zombie little thing that lifts this tombstone over his head and does some cool phrases and movements. And yeah, guys, like I'm really excited for this one as well. I think he's kind of a different animatronic compared to some of the other things that are coming out. Usually when you have the Tombstone ghouls, it's like they're either in front of it doing something or they come behind it or there's an arm doing something behind it. So the fact that he actually comes under it and like lifts this tombstone over his head is actually kind of cool and kind of sets him apart. So I think because of that fact and his uniqueness, I'll go ahead and put him up here as an awesome one, guys. I think he's a pretty cool, unique animatronic that's different from everything else. So I'm down for it, and I'm here for it all day long. Alright guys, so there you have it. The Haunted Hill Farms re-release of some classic Tekky animatronics coming in the 2024 season here. We've got like a strike between awesomes and likes, so it's kind of 50-50 here guys, with only the Pumpkin Sentinel aka Headless Jack. Down here is just, you know, okay, it's fine. I think there could have been some other Tekkies that they could have re-released other than this one. What about you guys? What do you think? Which animatronic would you have liked to see in place of the Pumpkin Sentinel? Or are you satisfied with the Pumpkin Sentinel as being a re-release from Tekky this year, guys? Let us know in the comments. Well, ghoulies, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you're giving us a thumbs up and make sure you're hitting that subscribe button so that way you don't miss our next video. And be sure that you're going to be looking for information on our little potion giveaway in stores this year, ghoulies, that coincides with our new children's book that's going to be coming out very soon. So keep a watch out, ghoulies. Thank you so much. Stay spooky. And until next time, I'll catch you later, ghoulies.